Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
They should have steamrolled this club last year, but that's not how it played out.
And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have two gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
And Bailey gets it to go.
The attacking in the lane, I like that. Bailey not just hanging out on the perimeter.
White drives in, goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Bailey. And here's Kessler. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Nice ball movement by Boston to the middle. And finished off by Kessler.
The good looks from Bailey. You'd like to see him dish it a little more at this level than he did in college.
Down low. Here's Duren. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Kessler. Boston shooting their first free throw of the game. And Duren, no good on that one. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
Pass to Filipowski. Just 3 to shoot. Boston with a rebound. Outside White. On the wing, Tatum. Back to Castle. Tries it from 19. Tatum can't hit.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Here's Bailey. To the inside. Kessler. The bank shot, no good. To the paint. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
That body control, baby. Harris smashing through it.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. 1:46 left in the first. Here's Collier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collier. White with the steal. And they're on the break. Tatum with room to shoot. And Boston again with the bucket.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Now Nurkic. Here's Collier. Soft touch off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Celtics lead by 3. And Keontae George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside White. Pass to Ivy. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Nurkic. Jazz trail by 3. There's a screen. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Nurkic not. Holding back at all on that finish.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. Ivy, left side. Three-pointer. Boston, no good that time either. Inside. Here's Hendricks. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Pass to Tatum. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics out in front. They lead by
Quarter. What's the score? Boston 13.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Here's Collier. Boston pulls it in.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Ivy, right side. And here's Simons. Just 5 on the clock. And he drives in. And he can't jam it through. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Pass to Collier. Shoots over Simons. Shot's good by Collier. Collier's got his second basket.
Then you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
It's LeVert on the wing. Intercepted. Here's Collier. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Drives to the hoop. Jones with the block. The rebound by Filipowski. Utah trailing here. There's a screen by Nurkic.
Jones. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nurkic.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
Number 20.
Now Ivy. No made baskets yet. Castle outside. The three is up. Sinks the tray. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Well, when the three ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Nurkic. Let's go with a three. Boston pulls it in. The next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Here's Minot. Off target with the 3. Jazz trail by 4. The floor is space for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
And it's Simons penetrating. Jones from outside. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Brian, back over to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. On offense, here's Utah. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. For 3, Collier. Minot pulls it in.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. He just can't seem to find his confidence.
Simons has a shoot-first mindset, but he also takes great pride in making plays for others.
A minute 15 left in the first half. Pass to Sensabaugh. 4 on the clock. For 3, Collier. He can't get that one to fall.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking out bombs like that.
To the paint. Another shot. Rebound, Utah.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Boston leading by 4. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tatum. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Boston shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's George. Ivy defends. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so we wrap up the first half. Boston out in front, up 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And in recent years, we've seen the value of 3-and-D wings skyrocket, Richard.
And that trend came right about the end of my career, so I never got to cash in on one of those big 3-and-Ds, but I did win a championship playing that role, so, there's that.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Kessler. And it's Harris with the rebound. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. There's Tatum with the 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Bailey. Pass to Hendricks. Markkanen for 3. Ooh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
3 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Ivy up top. Still no points. Yes, it's good.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a young player. Ivy executed the pick perfectly.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jazz trail by 9. Filipowski sets a screen. Driving to the basket. To the left side wing. Here's Bailey. All sorts of time. Good. He hits the jumper. Bailey's got his second basket of the night. Celtics lead by 7. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Pass to Bailey. Takes a 13-footer. The shot no good. And stolen by Markkanen. Fires the 3. Duren with a rebound. Now here's White. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Duren. Utah grabs the miss. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. Here's Kessler. Good D by Harris. Celtics lead by 9. Now Duren. Ivy outside. Harris outside. No good on the 3. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Utah with another miss.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. All right, the Jazz making a change here. 1:03 left in the third. To the inside. Kessler.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Kessler goes in, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, and that's where Castle is most effective, when he's getting downhill and attacking.
Here's Bailey. .36 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. The steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Minot. Cans it from the wing. And now it's an 11-point Boston lead.
He sees the mismatch, and he just goes to attack, keeping his jumper out of the defense's reach. Just too little.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. To the middle. Here's Jones. Oh, Kessler with the block. Minot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's Boston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
The Jazz, 23.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And White has got the ball here for Boston. Pass to Castle. Now here's Tatum. Shoots over Collier. A nice shot by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still a natural part of his game.
Down low. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
The assist.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
Pass to Duren. Good D by Kessler.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Filipowski. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Filipowski's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
White with it to the middle. And it's Tatum missing.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Clock at 6. Markkanen outside. Here's Kessler from deep. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Celtics lead by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Now Duren. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an All-NBA first team.
And so, Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now White, owning the post right there.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
There's a minute 59 left to the fourth. Now Kessler. Here's Bailey. From downtown. Duren pulls it down. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Rebounded by Markkanen. Jazz trailed by 9. Tatum with a steal. Fires the 3. Kessler with a rebound. On offense, here's Utah. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. That's tipped. Stolen by Kessler. Tatum. Money from 3.
Well, with a comeback out of range, you could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Celtics.
They look to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jayson Tatum.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Filipowski sets a screen. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is in!
3.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Jacks up a 3. So we see Boston get the win here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Yeah, you know that. At nighttime, daytime she don't see me. Acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull up with him. This ain't Disney. Spin that benefit. Still identity. Put a. Can you flip it? Like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, go get your paw paws chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white. Like it beef with in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling. What's that? Mind your business. Sports Center, Rodeo put a killer. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. You need help with something, pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that, put confetti on, catching slip. I gotta keep my so I won't go to alone. Now the fire drill, I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga on it. Talking about on the net, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little homie, having ganger on him. I ain't never hate before, dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She up waiting for me, got the trenches banking on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite cousin. This is not a fire drill. You better know that. It's not a fire drill. This the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it with her man play the chorus. Put him in a UIP, unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes, tigers and some horses. Barber, they say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drive business while we serving. Better week, he won't make it. Keep going on some was poppin' Kermit. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy puppy. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know he ain't find nothing. Boy, stop asking about it. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Maxby. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me in this big blue. Watch me only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drive the foreign with my kneecap. Before they close the goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. All the love go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum, no way no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like Alvin the Chipmunk. On my ass, I ain't do sit up. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all who wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition, I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan, this is not a fire drill. I swear to God, I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
to be